Hey, this is Redban, and you're listening to the Death Squad Podcast Network. This episode of Muff Said and all the podcasts that we do at Death Squad can always be found on our website, deathsquad.tv, and on iTunes under Death Squad. Death Squad is coming to San Diego March 14th to the American Comedy Co. I'm going to bring a bunch of comics down. Tickets are available right now. Go to AmericanComedyCo.com. Also, don't forget every Monday in Los Angeles at the Hollywood Comedy Store, we do a live podcast called the Death Squad Secret Show. Tickets are free. It starts at 8 p.m. Go to the Comedy Store's website, thecomedystore.com, and get your free tickets. And right after it is the Ding Dong Show. So the whole Monday night at the Comedy Store is a huge Death Squad night. And if you want all the tickets, or if you want to know what shows we're doing, because we're constantly doing shows, like we do a weekly show at the Ice House every Friday, all you have to do is go to deathsquad.tv, and on the very front page, it says Death Squad Live Shows. There's all our live shows right there. Also, if you're looking for the Death Squad t-shirt, just go to shopsquad.tv, and there you have the limited edition stickers and t-shirt. And now, here's
girls in bikinis and
those are not bikinis. Those are. You've got it wrong.
Swim
wrong,
modules.
Brian Redban.
Yeah, swim modules.
Trying to do this podcast, and you've already got it wrong.
but that was right.
Buttocks containment devices.
What's up, everyone? My name is Ryan Keely. This is another episode of Muff Said. That was the wonderful Brian Redban on the mic, my producer that I could not do this without. Also got Nick Ahrens, Mr. Robot Pants.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Our semi sort of possibly maybe co-host. I don't know.
I'm a seat filler. I'm a permanent seat filler.
You keep that seat so warm.
Well, I have a really warm butt. It's not a hot ass. It's just a really warm butt.
Nick Ahrens is known as the sexiest man in video game development. We're lucky to have him here
just
today.
by you.
The warmest ass in Hollywood.
Thank you. I just
Like
moved
a wombat. His
now
butt is
K-Town.
hard,
I just
but the
moved.
rest of
I
him
just
is
moved to
soft.
K-Town, so I have now the hottest ass in K-Town.
And now we
I
have back on our show one of my favorite guests of all time, Mr. Jon Schnepp.
Hello.
I have to tell you that you have to do an amazing show tonight because I did next to no prep. Because I'm like, Schnepp's coming. He's just going to talk.
Totally ready. Totally wipe out. Don't know answers. Hey, what about this? I don't know what you're talking about. I just talk like this for the rest of the time.
I think that's good. No, let's keep doing that.
All right. What are you guys doing?
I think let's jump into the beers because I'm going to pound my 2 beers so
Yeah,
quickly.
you're going.
These are good.
So this is one of my favorite beers of all time. When I lived in New Orleans, there was a 24-hour bar that I went to solely because they had the Abita Giacomo IPA on tap. I can never find it in Los Angeles, and I just found it at the Bevmo. I'm very excited, and we're
smells
enjoying
fruity.
it today.
It smells very fruity.
And
if
this
you
is
smell
an
it.
IPA because Nick Ahrens hates IPAs.
It's not bad.
This is
Okay,
really,
it's
the
still
first time
an
I had this.
IPA.
The first time I had this was in New Orleans as well, the Abita, and it was like, well, this is incredible.
It's the best beer ever.
Yeah.
No.
Their summer brew or whatever was like winter chill fest or whatever the fuck it was called. There was some extra different version of it, which was incredible.
They're all incredible.
Yeah.
And the Giacomo is one of my favorites. It's got a super high alcohol content, if I remember correctly. Oh, it's not that high. It's only 6.5. It's still not bad, though. And I'm going to pound the shit out of this over the next hour. So get prepared because shit's going to get weird.
I hope you have multiples of these, right?
No.
There's only one. I'm going to pound the shit out of these 2 beers. I'm like, fuck.
Well, see, normally Brian doesn't drink, and we don't normally have people.
I normally drink.
No,
What are talking
you
about?
You're always
Barely
jet
drink.
setting somewhere.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't drink. And so it's usually a 6-pack, and so each guest gets 2 beers. Because I don't want people to get wasted.
Okay.
So.
You do have a beer on either side of your computer right now, which is perfect. You're
you go.
flanked by beer.
Not the first time she's double fisted somebody.
Yeah, she's just posing with the beers.
So it's pre-Valentine's Day. Y'all got plans tomorrow?
Getting in a car accident, going to the hospital, finding a way out of it.
Die Hard? Die Hard 5?
I'm prepared for Die Hard. Look at what my coworker bought me today.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Yeah, and
Looks like a little ninja sword.
It's like a black blade.
For those of you listening right now, she's holding up a knife.
it's a big knife.
It's a big knife.
What happened is that I did my second to last CERT class last night, and for those of you that don't know, CERT is Community Emergency Response Team. It's a free program that's put on by the fire department all over the United States, where you can learn how to assist first responders in case of an emergency. And at the end of it, you get like a sweet vest, and you're like a go-to guy in case shit goes down. And so I've been doing it, and I've got my second to last class, which I'm super excited about. But the thing is, whenever I take CERT classes, I'm like, I must buy survival gear. And where my office is, when I walk to lunch, I have to walk by an Army surplus store. So I went to the Army surplus store today, and I got like this little knife.
Nope.
Damn.
Jesus.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What the hell?
You're insane.
And I got this little flashlight, and so these are just for my purse. Like,
It's a flashlight for when you're carving someone up with your baby fucking knife.
Can I see
right?
those things?
Yes.
Hand them
Take
to me
that shit away
safely.
from- I thought you were going to say you got your CERT class and then they gave you
Oh,
a
it's
fucking
a-
giant black knife.
It's
They're
a-
like,
it's a-
here, you pass.
The knife looks like a grenade, but it's actually a knife.
And my coworker,
Step.
Josh Alouche, aka at Casting Ninja on Twitter, he's been casting for Aftermath, which is like a show where you like learn how to survive all sorts of apocalyptic situations. And so we're talking about bug out bouts. He's like, "Oh, have you got your knife yet?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "I don't have a knife yet." And after I'd already purchased this little knife today, he showed up with this motherfucker for me.
Jesus.
That's a bad idea.
Seriously.
It's just I don't even have a knife. Well, yeah, I do.
I have my
Steak
cooking knives.
Yeah, steak knives. What my weapon?
But
is.
I've been to her apartment and tripped over knives before. There's been a machete on the ground, which I think I stubbed my toe on once.
It was in a sheath, probably.
I have
Yeah, it
Conan
was.
the Barbarian's sword
Yeah.
from the Arnold movie.
That's awesome.
I take that back. I actually have a katana that has 2 blades on it.
There you go.
See?
Yeah.
See?
And I actually had for a while a replica of the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII.
That's got to be giant.
I couldn't lift it.
Right.
No, I had 2 guys help me put it in my car.
Oh, man.
And then I eventually just I think I had somebody take it away on Craigslist because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing with
It's
this
like
thing.
a Sony Wega TV or whatever those things were called.
yeah. Oh,
those
God.
things were horrible. You remember? Did you guys have those? Like
My
those
dad had one.
Huge TVs. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. Die Hard's up to 10% now.
See? It's growing. It's not out till tomorrow.
This
Give it
is
some
what
time.
I'm seeing tomorrow. I am so excited to see Die Harder.
You're gonna get let down, bro. You know that, right? It's gonna be worse than the last one.
The last one, they crashed a car into a helicopter. I will pay $14 in popcorn to see something of similar nature. Like, I don't really care, like, how many plot holes there are. Like, I was able to deal with the plot holes in James Bond Skyfall. Like,
Come on, Skyfall was awesome.
There were plot holes.
Like
It
what?
was
It was 3.
Home Alone for grown-ups.
Okay, well, I just had to suspend my disbelief so far. Like, when, like, M and, like, the cute old gameskeeper guy, like, escaped out through the back thing. And they're like, yes, let's use a flashlight. No.
They got busted.
Also,
They got caught.
So, yeah, and murdered, which was terrible. Also, in,
part was awesome.
when he's blowing up his entire house and, like, how he has to, like, run through the channel and the whole thing explodes behind him, that wouldn't happen if you shut the door. And, like, I knew that even before I took my
Are
search
you
training.
asking for realism in a James Bond movie?
Don't judge
Come
me.
on!
Don't.
What the
He
fuck?
was fighting a helicopter.
Okay, and how he goes from being like, oh, I can't shoot straight anymore to all of a sudden being a crack shoot in the third act. Like, I'm sorry,
He
what?
got his mojo back.
Yeah,
He went
I'm
home.
sorry.
Testosterone increased.
We all
fucking
got
skill levels.
We all got to go
reset.
home.
You
unwind.
might as well have a Deus Ex Machina, like, fly down from the motherfucking sun and be like, James Bond, your powers are back and everything's gonna, like...
That would have been awesome. But that didn't happen.
Yeah, that would have made it a great movie. Actually,
You know, if that had happened, it would have been I Am Legend.
there you go.
Hey, look, all I can say is 3 words: quantum of solace. So, suck a dick.
I'm
Do you
not
want
sa-
that, or do you want
I'm
Skyfall?
saying
Yeah,
Skyfall.
I
Skyfall.
enjoyed Skyfall even with those massive plot holes. And
We're
so
not. You know what? I'll talk. Like, fucking try watching Total Recall. That's not even a movie. It's just a series of really weird scenes, like going from one part of the planet to the other. No, not the.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah, the new one. The
I haven't
original
gone
one
there
is
yet.
incredible.
Oh, see,
watched
I've
that
already
again,
blocked
like,
the
last
new
week.
one out.
No,
yeah.
no. Yeah, the fucking block the new one
How
out.
were the
'cause it
tits?
doesn't-
The new one was
doesn't
beautifully
exist.
shot, though. I will say, it looked awesome.
It looked like an underworld movie.
How are the tits?
No,
You know what? They threw the 3-titted chick in just as like an afterthought. They were like,
Actually,
hey,
yeah, and the prosthetics
horrible.
actually kind of bad too. Like
Yeah,
it looked super fake.
I was really disappointed.
I love that they trotted the girl out with the 3 tits at every single nerd convention and made her wear the 3 tits.
I met her at
I was
Comic-Con.
like, oh, you poor thing.
They're like, look, see, nerds, we're being faithful to the original. It's like, you fucking pieces of shit.
Yeah.
They weren't. It was just like a little toss-off.
I just really pray that no one touches Demolition Man because that movie is perfect.
the Taco Bell Wars.
I recommend
the
a movie.
shell.
I recommend the movie I watched last night, and I almost didn't give it a chance. I did one of those things where, like, 30 minutes into it, I paused it to go to the bathroom, and I came back, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm only, like, 20% in this movie. I don't know if I could even want to watch this. I paid for it. It was 7 Psychopaths. And I ended
fantastic.
I ended up watching it.
I loved it.
Right after I unpaused it, it got so good, and then that is an amazing movie.
How was Tom Waits?
It was great.
It was amazing.
Such an amazing film. You know what? I saw that film. This is the guy who did In Bruges.
Yep.
It's the same guy who did 7 Psychopaths. When I saw the trailer for 7 Psychopaths, I was like, this movie's going to suck. The trailer is such a horribly cut trailer.
And it's so misleading.
It's totally misleading. They cut away to Christopher Walken, like saying some line, and they cut back to other sequences. When you see the movie and you see that sequence with Christopher Walken, you're almost going to be crying. It's such an amazing film. If you haven't seen 7 Psychopaths, anybody who's listening, you should rent it right now.
Absolutely.
It's
Just
fucking
came out.
incredible.
And on top of it, as a previous Shih Tzu owner, I am so sad with the Shih Tzu in this movie. I want to buy another Shih Tzu, and I just got rid of my other dog, and I almost want to buy
You're
another
not
dog.
allowed. You're not allowed. Unless you have a girlfriend and break up with her and need to get a dog.
It looks exactly like my old dog.
Oh, I heard in the voice.
tear.
I heard that in your voice.
Look how pretty the Shih Tzu
I had the same exact curiosity about this movie. I thought it was going to be like maybe okay, but the trailer, it's not at all what the trailer makes it out to be, which is actually kind of the same thing In Bruges was like. It was another misleading trailer.
Yeah.
In Bruges ended up being had a lot more depth than the trailer made it out to be.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the big fault of like 80s and 90s, and even the last 30 years, trailers have been like fucking amping up and like
Revealing,
show every scene,
yeah.
show every scene.
I hate that.
Now what drives me crazy as a movie nerd was when I see things in the trailer that's not in the movie. And
That's all the time now.
and I'm about to bring up the worst reference possible for this, but in the trailer for Battleship, they show this amazing scene with all of the ships, like a bird's eye view of all the ships and the aliens just duking it out, like they're throwing everything. Like it looked like the end of Return of the Jedi.
That's not in the movie?
It's not in the movie.
Because I didn't see that movie.
No, I've seen that movie twice.
Wait,
Really?
what?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
So you saw Battleship not once but twice.
2 times.
Why?
I don't know.
He really liked it, guys.
No,
I
it's
don't
so
know.
bad. It's so bad. I have a high tolerance for bad. Even movies I call bad, though, I kind of like. But
You have you met Jon Schnepp?
not before today.
No, Jon Schnepp is the master. He always brings the best bad movie recommendations. It's kind of him and I think Brandon Small. You guys work together, so of course you guys have similar taste.
Well, I have better taste than him.
It's always a little bit better.
You know
but-
what? You've been on this show before, so I'm going to say that because you're back. You're back for more. So fuck
Thanks.
that Brendan guy until he comes back.
Yeah, until he comes back. Whatever.
No, it's a tally because like the more you come, the more I love you. Wait.
Hey, here's a movie you guys should watch. It's on Netflix right now. It's called Existenz. It's
I've seen that. I saw that when it
David
came out.
Cronenberg's movie.
That's great.
It's
It's the best video game.
It's better than The
Centric-
Matrix, or it's on par with The Matrix, but just without all the special effects.
I think it's the best video game centric movie ever made.
Yeah,
A movie that revolves around video games in any ways, it's the best one.
I
What's it
agree.
called again?
It's called Existenz. It's spelled EXISTENZ, capital X, capital Z, like in the movie.
Makes me think of those.
Jeez, that's hard to spell.
There was a movie today that was on
1999?
Deadline that I'm curious about.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Where is it? It's
I still don't like the name Existenz, especially after Extends
I
came
know,
out.
that's the
I was
only thing I
like,
can think
fucking
about.
because now I try to tell the people about this movie, and they're like, the boner pill? I'm like, no.
In the not-too-distant future, Allegra Geller has created the ultimate escape.
Possibilities are so great.
This is amazing. A parallel universe called Existenz.
I'm warning you. It's going to be a wild ride.
It taps into your deepest emotions.
You're the power source. Your body, your nervous system, your energy.
It unleashes your wildest urges.
I can't help myself.
What are you saying?
I've got a serious urge to kill someone here.
Do it. It's just a game.
But it's the first genuine threat to reality.
It's a lot more fun when it starts feeling realer than real.
And someone wants it stopped at all costs.
You're worth a lot of money.
Ghostbusters?
$5 million for your dead body. Step into my office.
Allegra, we need help.
The only way I can tell if everything's okay is to play Existenz with somebody friendly. Are you friendly? Play with me.
Such a babe. Such a babe in this movie.
Wait, this movie already exists?
Yeah, it's been out for like 14 years now.
Is it on the Netflix?
It's on Netflix. That's what I was saying. Yeah.
And are you saying this is good for real or bad?
No, it's good.
Whoa,
No, it's good
what
for real.
It's good.
Fuck.
It's total mindfuck.
This does look really good.
I know. So it's like a better version of the new Tom Cruise movie.
Oblivion.
Oblivion.
Huh, I'll check that out definitely.
There we go. See, capital X, capital Z.
Yeah, they definitely spelled it like a video game franchise. Like
And that was
Existence.
That was, I think it was the new Doctor Who was the guy, Ralph. What's that? Whatever the Doctor Who was from the new Doctor Who relaunch. Yeah,
Eccleston?
Yeah.
Christopher
Christopher
Eccleston. Thank you.
Eccleston.
Yeah.
I love Christopher
That
Eccleston.
guy needs to be in more things.
Yeah.
He does.
He leaves Doctor Who and he does G.I. Joe. It's like, come on, dude. You can do better.
Well, the thing is that everyone hated him on Doctor Who, and
I
so
didn't.
like, he got a backlash.
No,
and
I
I
loved
liked
him.
him.
No,
I loved
that's
him.
not the thing. The thing is, he decided to leave after 1 year. Everybody thought he was fucking kick-ass.
Well, it's the
No, what
British
happened?
typecast.
He just said, I don't want to do it after 1 year. I don't want to get typecast as Doctor Who.
That's-
So he decided he's only going to do it for 1 year, and that's when they brought in David Tennant. Then a year later, he was like, damn it, I should have done it for 3 years.
That's British television, though,
on
the
the record for
typecasting
saying
thing.
that.
That's part of the reason why they have to do the whole Doctor Who regeneration thing in the first place, is because they're like the actor will leave. American television, the lead actor almost always is like, this is my shit.
Yeah.
But
9 seasons.
yeah, exactly.
And a movie.
Which is not a bad idea
And a
if you're like a
spin-off.
guy like Jerry Seinfeld, where you're getting $1 million a pop. But I guess it's just different in England.
Unless you're like the Shades of Justice guy from CSI Miami.
Shades of Justice.
I know not what you speak of.
Deal with it. I hope that guy knows the deal with it meme, or I'd be disappointed. Do you guys know the deal with it meme? Where the sunglasses come down? Deal with it.
I've had it done with me, my face.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, a long
What's
time
that
ago.
actor's name?
That's totally
David
mad.
Caruso.
David Caruso, yeah.
So someone asked me on the internet, what sci-fi have I been reading? And I actually read an entire sci-fi novel in like a day and a half. And that's not because it was really all that good. It's because it was like trash. It's called Across the Universe. It's super. I really enjoyed it because it opens with like this scene of this girl watching her parents being cryogenically frozen and then deciding to go through the cryogenic freezing process. And she like wakes up in a spaceship like 150 years when she's supposed to be frozen for like 300 years, and realizing that her whole world's fucked up and the whole world on the spaceship's fucked up because it's got to like travel through like time, travel through space for 300 years, and it's pretty exciting. But basically,
It's like Pitch Black or Pandorum.
yeah, except like I was really hoping. Then I realized that it's a young adult novel, and it's basically like, yeah. And there's 3 of them, and I'm like, oh, I'm
Part of a
reading
trilogy.
So
you're hooked, right?
Twilight /
Star
what's the Jennifer Jason Hunger
Cryogenically
Games
unfreeze her
Games,
boyfriend.
space. So I'm gonna read all 3 of them.
Yeah, I was just going to say you're hooked, right?
Totally hooked.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the other one's already on.
Come on, it's not trash, is it?
It's
Right?
totally trash. But actually, to
Cryogenically
make up for
frozen.
it, actually today I went to Chad Colchin's book signing and reading at Book Soup, which was wonderful. He's on book tour. Follow him on Twitter because it's an amazing show. Like he didn't really read from his book. He did a bunch of other really funny stuff. So I was there. I'm finally going to read Foundation.
All right.
There you go.
I have not read.
So I'll tell you about that in like 2 weeks when I get done with that. Yar, what are you reading? Do you read?
Fuck no, I don't read shit.
Jon Schnepp. You don't read books?
Yeah, I've got a couple of books. I like reading like Hollywood history books, fucking nerding out on shit like that. But I've been trying to catch up on some trade paperback comic books recently. So
Is that because you revamped? Where's my visual aid?
visual aid coming.
Visual aid.
Reaching for visual aid.
Because you're taking this
Oh.
from this
Right.
to this.
Yes.
Oh.
Bambles. Yeah, that's my cover for the Grimm Fairy Tales one shot. It's an adaptation of the animated short that I actually made for the pilot of the Grimm Fairy Tales animated series. So
Can you show the thingy that you sent us?
yeah. Do you have it?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh yeah, we have an email thread where we talk about what we're going to talk about. It's what we do.
Oh, okay.
Actually, we weren't doing it until Nick Ahrens is like, you guys need to be more organized.
Should have done that a long time ago.
Yeah. Trying to produce some shit and stuff.
He's like, I want you to use a
Once
spreadsheet.
again, the portals are opening between the living earth and
Redheads.
the immortal mist. In the world that exists between time and space, the never-ending battle between good and evil is in constant flux. Our worlds exist together yet separate, with victims succumbing to both sides. Here in the world between, in the Grimm Fairy Tales.
Yeah, so that's actually like an early trailer from about 8 months ago, and we'll be releasing it. Actually, I believe in the middle of March on video on demand and digital download.
And people want to come see you at WonderCon, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have some screenings over at WonderCon. We're trying to get that set up right now. It's not definite, but we'll be screening it somewhere at WonderCon, if not in WonderCon, at somewhere around WonderCon.
And people should follow you on the Twitter because then they'll find about the screening on WonderCon.
Yeah, and like I said, it'll be available, by the middle of March, and we'll have it, exclusively. You can just buy it online.
I already saw it, and it's awesome. And there's lots of really attractive titties.
Is it full length? Is it like a 90-minute?
No, it's like 20 minutes. It's like we raised enough money to make a pilot.
Right.
We raised the money on Kickstarter last year, and so we basically made what I wanted to make, which was a kind of a revised heavy metal from 1981, but using the Grimm Fairy Tales
awesome.
comic book. So it's got a lot of different art styles in it and different stories, and it weaves these 3 different stories together in like a 20-minute pilot. So
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's like heavy metal-ish. It's amazing.
That's even better.
Sweet, sweet taters and monsters.
Yep.
Taters and monsters.
I will buy anything with taters and monsters in it, pretty much.
That should be either a band or an album name at this point. Why is it
or
not?
a reality TV show.
Yeah, Taters and Monsters on TBS. I like
Maybe
that idea.
that you could make a show.
We're talking to you, television people.
Yeah.
Taters and Monsters coming to your channel.
Come on, you guys have made weirder shit than that. So let's get it done. Let's get it done.
Grab a fucking set of nuts that you have somewhere on your fucking
mantelpiece.
There's your mantelpiece.
There's a couple showrunners out there right now that are probably looking for some new stuff. Let's get it going.
They're jotting it down. Taters and Monsters.
Well, you know, like all of those
idea.
old sci-fi monsters are sitting in storage somewhere.
Yeah. Or could it just
Also,
be
the
metaphorical monsters?
The licenses for that stuff is really cheap. I just think it should be like a what was that, Temptation Island, but it's just hot chicks and like movie monsters. I'd watch that.
I would watch the shit out of that.
I would watch that
Be
so
the best
bad.
show
I don't
ever.
care how fake it is. I don't care. I
Yeah.
don't
Russ Meyer's favorite girls fighting the Legion of the Damned. Like creatures coming out of the water.
And you have like the Swamp Thing in the confessional booth, being like, I don't know if Sandy likes me very much, but I really hope so.
It's because I probably smell like seaweed.
I hope she understands that I can't do anything about that. It's just a condition.
Yeah. I have 7 feet.
Yeah.
I do cast for reality TV. By the way,
oh shit, let's make this happen.
By the way, right now I'm casting for Tattoo Nightmare. So if you go to tattoonightmarescasting.com, if you have a bad tattoo, please include a good story, because if you don't have a good story, I can't do anything with your bad tattoo. We're looking for hot chicks. Surprise, surprise. But we're looking for hot older chicks, like 30-ish, 35, 40-ish, and like decent-looking dudes, because we've been getting a lot of rednecks.
A lot of rednecks.
Well,
I need to be on that.
You do need to be on that.
Because I have the best tattoo nightmare story ever.
Can I see it? Will you show it to me?
I've showed it. You
have not shown it to me. You've told me about it, but you
Where
have not
is
shown
it?
it to me.
All right. What is it?
I'll
And
tell
where
you
is it?
the whole story. I've said this so many, so I'm sorry if you've listened listening to this and you've heard this, but when I was younger, this girl that was one of my employees, I was a manager of a movie theater, and she was one of my employees. Her boyfriend owned a tattoo studio and was training her to be a tattoo artist. So she's like, hey, do you want a free tattoo? So I said, sure. So I go in, and at the time, my two favorite things were Spider-Man and like Japan and Japanese anime girls and stuff. So I wanted, I was like, just make the Spider-Man logo, but mix it with the letter R in Chinese or whatever.
Sorry, I'm already laughing.
I know. It's horrible, right? So cut to like 2 years later, this Asian girl comes up and goes, oh, let me see your tattoo. And I was like, all right, here it is. And she goes, whoa, why do you have that? I'm like, yeah, it's horrible. It's an ugly tattoo. She slaughtered me. It was just a horrible design. Everything was gross. She goes, no, like, why do you have that letter? Or why do you have that writing? And I'm like, well, because it's R. And she goes, no, it means waterfalls. And I'm like, ah. And then cut to a couple months ago, I had a cat named Techie. And my Asian Japanese friend goes, why do you name it Techie? And she goes, in Japanese, that means waterfalls. And I'm like, oh, great. Now I'm chasing waterfalls.
Yeah, you are a big TLC fan.
And you can never get that tattoo removed. 'Cause there's a third time this waterfall thing will show up.
Yeah. It's horrible. So here it is. Worst tattoo ever.
Wow.
That is pretty magical.
That's fucking cool.
That looks like a weapon that Blade would throw in one of the later movies.
And then it goes into the guy's knife, and water comes out.
Yeah,
instead of blood.
and then a waterfall comes out.
Yeah. Now you die by waterfall. That's the new James Bond movie, Waterfall.
Yeah, it is actually.
That's hilarious.
I was thinking that we want to get an MMA guy, and I really want to get Brock Lesnar, but I don't know if anyone's.
He will not come on that show.
Will he not cover up the penis on his chest?
If you even bring that up to him, you'd be dead.
I want to bring it up to him. I really want to. You work on Death Squad. You know people. Can I ask?
Trust me, I'm not using any connections for you to talk to Brock and ask him
Why
if he would come on the show to get his penis removed.
Is he single?
No, he is not single. And just the fact that I'm even talking about this, he's probably going to kill me.
Let's not get Redban killed.
It's not a penis.
Well, Brock Lesnar.
Here, do you want this? You might need the little grenade knife.
I know.
It's a
like
grenade.
a little shiv shank knife.
And a knife.
Yeah, I was practicing my shanking skills real quick, just in case. You never know. Yeah.
If Brock was tied up laying...
That's the movie sound, right?
Yep.
If Brock was tied up laying on a bed, Dexter style, how long do you think it would take you to kill him using that little knife?
I think, realistically, honestly, he would probably rip out of it and beat the shit out of me and cave my skull in. That's most likely what would happen.
So the reason I got that super tiny knife is because GameStop won't let me sell my games unless I take the plastic off.
So this is your I need to sell this game quick knife.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a better sound, I think.
Yeah.
I'm making stabbing
We got
motions.
other shit to talk about. What were we going to talk about?
Can we talk about the Superman movie?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Can we see that clip?
Yeah, you sure can.
We talked about it briefly last week, and I'm like, I don't know. It's like stuff.
Pre-excitement.
almost 15 years later, we could have had the weirdest Superman movie ever made. Weird, strange, bizarre outfits, rainbows. The weirdness level of this Superman movie beats any superhero film that's ever been made. I mean, you had Ang Lee, Hulk dogs. This is weirder. Superman in a weird rainbow robot outfit. For whatever reasons, it all fell apart right before they started shooting. So if you contribute, I'm going to make a Blu-ray. Be like, I can't believe they were going to make that. Bam, making it. So you're going to see it. I'm excited about making this project. I'm really excited about making this documentary and digging in even deeper to see if there's anything left of Superman Lives that we haven't seen yet. That's my goal. There's a lot of stuff online. I'm going to put it all together into one documentary that we can all watch together. So we never got Superman Lives, but we're going to get the documentary, The Death of Superman Lives, What Happened.
How much money do people need to give you, and where do they go to do it?
All right, so you go to Kickstarter.com, you type in Superman Lives documentary or The Death of Superman Lives, What Happened. That screen will pop up. We're at 65,000.
That's great.
Right now. We need to get to 98,000. We have basically 24 days left. So
24 days, that's it?
Yeah.
That's it? We need the stretch budget.
No, you don't get it. Like, that's a lot of time. Like
yeah, that's a great.
Like what we've done so far, like when we did Grim Fairy Tales when we had 24 days left, we were like not even halfway there.
I think Ryan is hoping for an entire movie to be made. At this point.
Baby,
right on.
So please donate $4.5 billion, and we'll make the rainbow costume work.
We'll give everyone a rainbow outfit. But you know what? It's been really great. There's been a lot of that's why I took 45 days because I thought it would take all this time to get the word out. Mm-hmm. And I didn't realize how many people were also interested in this project. I've gotten a lot of people who wrote me after they pledged some money. They're like, I've been doing the same thing. I've been like searching the internet, or I've been obsessed with this project and looking at pictures and imagining, wouldn't that be cool if they made it? So
I think the cool, I guess fallout's not the right word, but just side effect to your doing this is I'm seeing more and more press about just this movie in general now. Obviously, they're linking to the Kickstarter. I saw it on like IO9, and I think I even saw it on like The Verge or something like that. But the cool thing about it is now everyone is curious. Now everyone's like, what the fuck was this?
Yeah, in fact, that black and white picture of Nicolas Cage got released like a week after my Kickstarter went up. That has not ever been released for 15 years, and all of a sudden...
It's crazy looking.
It's cool. I'm really excited about it.
Why do some of the concept, I'm quoting with my fingers, drawings, look like a 6-year-old did them?
Well, they're like little rough sketches. Right. They're not finished. It's those kinds of things that you never like.
It's just like paper napkin.
Like super rough because he's like drawing stuff for other artists to finish. It's like here's a rough jumping off point. So a lot of the other art pieces, like those outfits there, like a lot of people are like, that's what Superman was going to look like, and that's like a 2-minute sequence where he gets killed by Doomsday and then is like in this weird kind of rebirthing chamber. So that's where all those glowing lights show up. Then he doesn't have his powers for a while, so he has to wear like a robot outfit, which is pretty crazy. I had the designs for that. I mean, it's like the script was really cool, and it would have been an innovative, really fun and exciting adventure for this character. I think.
With Tim Burton too, we probably would have seen some darkness. For one thing,
yeah, and also he's really great at like
stripes.
Imagine Edward Scissorhands, but done like as an
quirky,
incredibly super strong alien who's like feels alone and stuff.
Was there a budget attached to this at all that we know of?
Yeah, it was like almost $100 million.
Wow.
It was like, well, here's the thing: is like when Tim Burton was making this film, it had already been like 1987 was the last Superman. It was at last Christopher Reeve one where there's Nuclear Man and like Gene Hackman and the guy from 2.5 Men, Ducky, played his son. It was like I don't
the
know
one
if you
that
guys
no
ever
one remembers.
The Quest for Peace, Jon Cryer. It's not a good movie.
Is that the one that Christopher Reeves actually wrote?
Well, here's the thing. He got jacked on that. He wrote an outline, and then it got completely changed. So a lot of people are like, he wrote a shitty film. It's like, no, he actually wrote a cool thing about Superman trying to take nuclear weapons off the planet.
Right.
But it just got destroyed by
hacked up by Hollywood.
Got hacked. So anyway, that's all we really had left as far as that character. And it took all these revisions and multiple screenwriters trying to bring it to life until finally, like in 2006, they made Superman Returns, which was a bit of a disappointment for a lot of people.
Was that the movie where they had to digitally retouch the penis?
I think so, yeah.
That's the entire reason I didn't see that movie, because I would look at a giant weenus in tight shorts for 2 hours. I would go see that. I would Titanic that movie. That's
Right
what happened. I'd be like, that's a really.
I honestly, my theory with that movie was the biggest reason it wasn't. I didn't think it was terrible, but I think the reason it was so just kind of flatline was that they tried to make a sequel to a movie 25 some years later, and so they were reliant on the stories and the character relationships, and they kind of
really?
Yeah, it's a sequel to Superman 2, right?
No, it's a sequel to the Richard Donner Superman 1 and 2.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
So
that's a poor choice.
That's why they purposely tried to cast Lex Luthor to be just like Gene Hackman, and that's why Kevin Spacey played him like Gene Hackman.
Well, it's weird.
Purposely.
Yes and no. I mean, Kevin Spacey was scheduled to play Lex Luthor in Tim Burton's version.
Oh, really?
There's a lot of stuff that's
he's a good
really,
casting.
Warner Brothers put a lot of money into the development of the Superman franchise, so a lot of things carry over through each of these iterations, whether they're made or not. Either the costume designs, or there's a lot of things that you'll see in a lot of the different Superman movies that are carried over.
The one interesting thing to me that pops out even more than the weird Nick Cage picture and the glowy rainbow costume is there's a sketch that looks like it's clearly done by Tim Burton himself, and I don't know who it's supposed to be. It's a character, and it's very Tim Burton. It's like stripy and very loose, and the way he drew it makes me really wonder of like what would he have really done in the end with, because at that point there was CG and all that kind of stuff. What kind of character was that going to be?
I think the one you're talking about is Brainiac.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, I mean,
it looks so Tim Burton. I think back to his movies and I go, obviously Superman's going to look like. No, it's
that's not it.
It's a black and white. It looks like a pencil sketch, and it just looks so Tim Burton. To me, that looks like Edward Scissorhand. That looks like actually even more of his claymation stuff is what that reminded me of, which would be interesting.
Yeah, I think it would have been a really fun movie to be able to watch right now. I mean, I think it would have been a hit, first of all, when it came out, because if you think about it, a lot of fans overreact and are very protective about stuff when that really it's like, hey, look, everybody went nuts on Batman, the Michael Keaton version. They're
right.
like, oh my God, he's got a black outfit, and they cast a 5'2" comedian.
That's what it is, yeah.
Yeah, that's supposed to be Superman.
Okay.
I love that.
Now,
but look at it like that's his regeneration outfit. That's not like, see how he's got the bolts and the wires and stuff? Because that's what he wanted. He wanted kind of like almost like he's getting reborn,
like a Frankenstein-y, yeah.
So, but that would have been like a 2-minute sequence. So I look at it like this, like, especially in this day and age of the internet when people are just like, I have an opinion. It's super annoying when everybody chimes in and jumps in on something. Like, if you don't know like 100%, if you're not 100% in and haven't seen the movie yet, you got to give the creatives, the respect to make something before you destroy it. And that's what happens a lot. Things get destroyed by fans who are overreacting. Like, if we had the internet that exists now, back in 1988, I guarantee you Tim Burton's Batman would have never been made, because fans would have been like, how dare you cast Beetlejuice and a 5'2" actor? Michael Keaton's a horrible choice to play Batman. And hey, they changed the amazing outfit, the gray and with the blue underwear. Now he's all black.
Yeah, they would have nitpicked every corner.
It would have been shut down, I guarantee you, because that's what happened with not only the Superman Lives Nicolas Cage Tim Burton thing, but it also happened with J.J. Abrams and McGee's Superman. Like, J.J. Abrams' script got busted out online, and people went apeshit and complained about it. Look, J.J. Abrams is making Star Trek 2, and now Star Wars. Everybody's on his dick. Basically, he's like, he is a super talented guy, but back 10 years ago, everybody's like, he's a failure, he's a loser, he's this. It's sometimes the internet can be a disgusting creature that destroys and smashes creativity.
It can make Kickstarter, which means that you can make this amazing documentary.
Hey, look, I'm just saying there's
it's
a positive.
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, and so.
But fuck, I am so sick and tired of nerds flaming awesome shit. and nerds flaming other nerds. God damn it!
Well, I
Quit
gotta
being
say,
buttholes.
So many people have reacted and written to me and told me like, "Wow, this does look like a really fun movie."
So good.
Because I think people also now in the day that we live in now, people can see different iterations of superheroes. Like you can have a Tim Burton Superman, and you can have the Bryan Singer Superman, and you can have the new Man of Steel Superman that that they're making that's coming out this summer. So
I hope that's good. Even though I'm just going to be disappointed because I'm not going to be able to look at a giant penis in tight pants. Can someone get me an undigitally retouched copy?
I kind of feel like it's going to be really long, knowing Snyder, because he makes long movies.
Why can't they bring back the intermission? Like, I understand it's slightly challenging with the editing. I get that. But...
Is it, though? Because TV is built around that.
It is built around... It's a slightly different take because you kind of have to, like, organize things a little bit differently. So in the middle of the movie, people are, like... ready to wind down, but also really excited for what happens after they have 10, 15 minutes to go pee and buy more popcorn. Because do not sell me, like...
Especially with Lord of the Rings movies. Let's just be honest.
I'm sorry. They're all like 2 hours now. I feel like any like big movie is at least 2 hours.
Isn't Return of the King Special Edition pushing 4 or something like that?
This is 40 was 2 hours and 20 minutes or something crazy.
But you know what? Here's the thing: is like that's the difference between like binge watching television at your home, where you could pause something, and go take a pee, to like you got to prepare to go see a movie IMAX in 3D. Like
I got to dehydrate all the time.
You got to pee first and then see the movie.
Die Hard's only 90 minutes. The new one. All the other ones have been 2 hours.
Which means it's going to be so bad, and I can't wait.
Are you sure it's 90 or is it 88 minutes?
It's probably like true. It's probably like 88, exactly. It's probably 88 minutes, yeah.
I can't wait for really bad Die Hard tomorrow.
I am wondering what's going on with this G.I. Joe movie, because you know how the G.I. Joe movie was pushed back a year.
It's the Channing Tatum. Yeah. That's what happened.
Well, you know what?
Well, it was finished.
Yeah, it was finished, and they did it in 3D, and they didn't add any additional Channing Tatum, contrary to the popular internet rumors. Yeah, I know for a fact. So it's like, all they did was turn it into a 3D film. Sorry, all the people who think they shot extra footage.
they just spent a year and a half like rotoscoping, basically, and just layering everything out. Wow,
pretty much the conversion technique.
Oh, let's watch this. I haven't seen this yet.
I have a couple of friends who do this for a living, by the way, and they hate it.
Why is she wearing? I guess she's referencing Jet Li, not Jet Li. I'll watch the shit out of this.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, Snake Eyes. Oh, fuck yeah.
Let's move. World ain't saving itself. Nice. I was actually thinking about something a little more your size.
That made me want to cry.
I know.
They jumped the tank.
It looks awesome.
It looks so much fun. People dog the shit out of the fact that these are being made out of movies. But first of all,
I'm sorry. They jumped a tank.
One, when you're a kid, all you wanted was to see this, and two, how in any other way would you want it to be made other than this?
All right,
there's no answer. This is it.
But the first one, as a G.I. Joe fan, made me hate it so much. I was so pissed off and angry that I don't even want to look at G.I. Joe anymore because of it. Now, this one, ever since I've seen every single trailer, has been totally different. I don't know if it's the music confusing me or not. But so you know for a fact that there was no extra footage filmed for this? It was just the 3D conversion took that long?
I can't say I know for a fact. And there are some conflicting, like I've heard from several people that I trust that nothing was shot extra. And then one other person said there was 1 week of something. But we'll find out. All of us will find out relatively soon. Yeah, you know what? I wasn't a big G.I. Joe fan when I saw the first movie, so it didn't affect me like some of my friends who were like crushed by it.
Right.
Like I was like, oh, those speed suits were goofy and fun.
Right.
And they're like, there's an abomination. I was like,
right.
There's a lot of things that are like, yeah, that just don't belong in the G.I. Joe universe. But if you're like, I didn't really know like who any of these characters were. So I was like, oh, it was kind of fun and stupid, but that was the wrong reaction. People were like, that's not supposed to be fun and stupid, you know?
Right.
But this movie just looks badass.
Yeah,
so.
this does. And I love the use of Snake Eyes. I mean, because as a kid, I think everybody, Snake Eyes was their favorite.
Oh yeah, there was no contest. Actually, I can't remember his name, but there was a dude who flew like a sweet jet, and it was like dual cockpit jet, and his like co-pilot was his dog. That was my favorite. I can't remember what his name was.
Not Timberwolf? You sure it wasn't just Snake Eyes' dog?
No, he flew like a what is that? Like the Thunderbolt, like that kind of bomber airplane, and he totally had a dog co-pilot. What? Yeah. He was my favorite. He was super obscure, but when I was a kid, my parents found me the toy, and I was just so excited, so ecstatically excited.
Yeah, I always used to let Snake Eyes' dog fuck the other dog.
You just let it happen.
Go ahead. It's cool. Do it. Go ahead.
It's funny because in the first movie, Joseph Gordon-Levitt he was being prepped to be Cobra Commander. Mm-hmm. And he's obviously not in the new one now.
Well, how do you know? He's got a mask on.
That's
right,
true.
Guys? It could be him.
Maybe he'll be in it.
Hey, and Benedict Cumberbatch played that like tiny little like shiny character in The Hobbit.
That's right. He was in there.
The dragon.
Yeah, he was. He was the dragon.
Sorry. I actually found out that what we just watched wasn't even the newest trailer.
Oh, is there? No. Let's watch the newer one.
Well, wait.
Yeah.
It looks very, very similar. But hey, you want to watch it anyway?
Fuck yeah.
No.
All right. Hey, did you ever see the animated G.I. Joe that came out like a year ago?
Yes, that was great.
Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow had this fight. If you want the bloody version, I've got it.
Oh my god!
It's before they took all the blood out.
There's a bloody version.
Can we have a screening?
Yeah, let's.
I know someone who's got it. So
okay,
that needs to happen.
We're on video. I know someone who's got it. So.
All right, let me. I'll give you my new contact info.
Y'all can make out later. It'll be the weirdest bromance ever if you two start hanging out.
Whatever. Whatever. We would match like Velcro.
All right. Anything else new and exciting going on? We're like on time on this podcast, and I'm like, I don't know what to do.
New and exciting.
We could talk about. We were talking about weapons. How about that axe that I sent you?
Oh, fuck yes.
Weapons as a designer product, by the way. I mean like high end, fucking like crazy expensive design product, and it's an axe.
You talk about the axe. I'm gonna send Redban this video that I have of a 3D printing of a magazine.
I saw this online, and I've never like my only excitement over weapons really has ever been like video games and movies and stuff like that. I'm actually pretty scared of shotguns before. I've actually shot the closest thing to a real working Aliens pulse rifle. When I was a journalist, I went down to Gearbox Software, and unfortunately their game just came out and it's not doing so well. But when it was first shown, we shot. They had a gunsmith build a pulse rifle, so it's a Thompson machine gun welded to a 12-gauge shotgun with the casing and the bullet counter and everything. Shot it. It was awesome. Terrifying. But terrifying.
Did it make you want to kill people when you shot? With
no. I get scared of guns. Whenever I've shot them, yeah, I get scared of guns when I shoot them. But I've shot a bunch. I've actually shot quite a few for somebody who's not really into like shooting guns, just being a journalist and like press junkets or whatever. But I saw this axe online today, and it looks like if the most snooty high end like Danish designer was gonna make an axe. This is what he made. And for those of you out there that can't see this, which is most of you, it is like, imagine if you walked into the most high-end furniture store you always see when you're like in some big city downtown. They're like, oh, our chairs are $25,000. It looks like an axe that would hang on their wall for $25,000.
But
how much is it?
It's not. Hamilton
I don't think they have
a luxury axe with carbon fiber in its handle and interchangeable heads. The Zycor axe has one head for felling trees and another for chopping wood, both made of high carbon steel.
I don't think there's a price.
Compromises carbon fiber sandwich between ash for strength and lightness. No, I don't think there's a price. I think it's a concept only.
It's priceless.
Oh, I saw this thing and just as a design nerd, and like just I freaked out. It was amazing. I had to send it to Ryan, of course, because of her love of owning random weapons.
That's right. Black blades.
Yeah, exactly. My grenade knife. Stab.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of death and murder, I want to pimp my other film that's coming out. It's on video on demand right now. It's called The ABCs of Death.
Oh, yes.
It's so good. Did you
comes
see the
out
video?
of movie theaters.
Oh, I've seen the trailer. The trailer looks amazing.
It comes out of movie theaters March 8th.
It's in a theater?
Yeah, it'll be in movie theaters March 8th, but it's on like
is there a premiere?
Yeah, there'll be a premiere. I don't know when it is. It's before March 8th. I'll let you know.
Dude, I have sweet taters and long sparkly gowns.
Taters and monsters.
Show your taters.
Taters and monsters.
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 I'm so surprised You're like kind of a sissy
there's some
about
taters and
guns.
monsters there tonight. Mm-hmm.
I want to have some taters and monsters. Can I get the blue plate special for taters and monsters, please?
Does that come with extra taters
That
or
comes
monsters?
with Cajun taters and a couple of critter monsters.
And to drink, I'll have meatballs.
It's a meatball sauce shake. It's a very delicious marinara shake.
No hair, please.
But I would like some extra fried hair. It's like a hush puppy made of hair, human hair.
My buddy's dad sounds exactly like that for real, and he sounds like Sling Blade.
Sling Blade.
It sounds like. Mm-hmm.
You want them to that fucking tater?
Anyways,
I
so
think Ryan fell
guys,
asleep.
Your project.
video on demand.
I just had to get out of the way of that. That was
Rent.
magic.
What's it called again?
It's on the Xbox.
It's
on the Xbox.
It's in the email.
Yeah, it's called The ABCs of Death. It's 26 different directors from all around the world, all made short horror films. I'm one of the humps who made one from America. But there's like 4 Japanese directors. There's like 3 Mexican directors. They all made crazy, fucked up short films.
And some of it's animated, some of it's live action.
Yeah, it's like
Is there stop motion? Because
there is stop motion. It's like T is for toilet. Is incredible.
T is for toilet.
And that is the stop motion.
What letter do you have, by the way?
I have W is for what the fuck.
Nice.
And mine is a mind fuck.
It's so good. I got to see the whole thing, and it made me want to touch my nipples to stuff.
That's right. I showed you that.
Let's watch a little bit of this trailer here.
Oh yeah, giggity.
Meow. All right, here we go.
Speaking.
I hate when they don't have full screen. Where's your full screen?
Zoom in.
This is Apple's biggest problem with their website. They don't have full screen.
Get rid of this toolbar. I'm not touching it.
Ah! I need an adult.
The little There's a furry. We just saw a furry.
Yeah. Make you one promise. Your children will never know how this ended.
Oh, some British monsters. Looks like there's a lot of sexy in here too.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's one of the craziest sequences right there. L is for libido.
Oh.
The other one is like Ben Wheatley, the director of Kill List. If you've never seen that horror film Kill List, it's like a great updating of Wicker Man. So I'll say no more about that. But rent Kill List if you can. If you check out the featurette, that has a clip that's on the. It's the one that says featurette right there. It's not that one.
all right. This is the feature.
Oh, okay, then it is this one.
So much
The
murder.
ABCs of Death. Watch it now on iTunes before it's in theaters March 8th.
Wow.
I like that the tough dog is just like a yellow lab.
Anthology film ever made.
Oh, hey, it's you.
You're like kind of a big deal, Jon Schnepp.
I don't know if it's offensive, but it's unpleasant for sure.
Oh, there's a robot. Jesus.
They basically asked us to sort of do the most crazy thing we could think of and try to outdo each other, which was sort of a nice challenge to have. And so I think a lot of us, took that to town.
What if our ABCs of Death short is the only segment in the entire film to feature an actual on-screen death, like somebody actually dies?
Actually, that's a great idea.
Death proof, actually. Right?
I got the letter W, and it's W for what the. It's a short about your subconscious and what you're thinking about coming to life.
My short's about sort of an underground fight club type of situation where the fighters, where you're surprised when you realize that the fighter's actually not fighting another man, but a dog. And then there's another twist in store.
Oh man, he's about to punch the dog in the face.
Jesus.
Well, I have the letter M, and M stands for miscarriage. I felt that most of the filmmakers involved in this movie were going to be like really outlandish and really Like their styles are, they're all crazy people.
Oh, the claymation one looks amazing.
So
Claymation's
that's what
my
I went
favorite
for.
thing ever.
I went for the kind of the.
Yeah, but Kevin Rose got a
sort of
mustache.
Cerebral gross out, if you will.
This is amazing. So people can watch this now on iTunes?
Yeah, it's on iTunes.
Really?
It's on Xbox.
It's on Xbox?
Watch it on Xbox. That's the best VOD service. It's
It's
so
so
It's so
good.
sharp. It's so quick, and it's cheap.
Yeah, it's super
Serious?
crisp. You just hit play.
Yeah.
It's going.
Yeah, it goes 1080p, super
Yeah.
crisp to your TV, and the prices are really good. I mean, you have to still use their stupid Xbox
I know.
system.
Microsoft points. Like, how does that 360 Microsoft points equals $5? How does that work? Have you guys figured it out?
It's a remainder system. They
It's
want
like a
you,
Boba Fett symbol. It's
Yeah.
like our Microsoft
Yeah.
points.
Are you telling me you guys like watching movies on Xbox?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my god,
Really?
I hate it more than anything because I always roll over and hit one of the triggers or something like that.
I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about that.
It's the dumbest. I hate it. I
seriously.
won't do it anymore. I want the iTV remote so I lose it and I won't touch it.
You have to. I agree with you. You have to take the Xbox control and move it away from you because you'll nudge it, and I'll say, "Why is it fast forwarding? Why is it fast forwarding?" Then it's like the streaming is blocked, and then you're fucked
every time it happens.
Ryan and I did a marathon for Sherlock, and I think I fucked.
True.
I think I fucked up the.
You were
the-
so bad.
I think I fucked it up like literally 10 times an
You're
episode.
talking about the BBC series,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
With
it's the best one
Cumberbatch and Freeman.
The Hobbit, yeah.
Yes.
Can I request if anyone from Xbox is watching, when a movie is being played, have it 2 clicks to the right to do something, or you have to unlock your
Super
controller.
smart. So good.
Well, the thing is, mine always dies generally when I'm by myself, unless I have someone else over. By myself, I just
I
put it over on the other side of my
just turns
giant
off.
bed.
I, like a true nerd, have a universal remote, and I just use that.
Yeah, I can't find mine.
Well, that's a different issue.
Yeah, that is a different
I
issue.
gave up on universal remotes. I used to have my favorite one growing up. I don't know if you remember or ever had the Sony one with the touch screen. It was black and white, and it just looked like this huge box computer.
Someone had a nice life growing up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, find that image online. I want to see what that shit looks like. Some science fiction shit, you know?
I had the One. I think there was this company called the One, and they had these giant. I'm pretty sure it was a remote for senior citizens, and these giant buttons on it that you couldn't fuck up.
And this one happens if you fall and can't get up. You
Yeah,
click that
exactly.
button.
Oh yeah, and then my necklace would go off. It was great.
Here it is. Here it is.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
That thing was the bomb. I still have mine. I won't even throw mine away just because I don't
Oh,
use
man.
it. I just like it.
That controls your alarm in your house as well.
Yeah.
It's like, this sets my alarm when I leave.
It does sound magical.
It's got Tamagotchi on it.
Are you still fucking with my black? Where's my
Yeah,
flashlight?
I'm still practicing with your knife and practicing my stabbings. I'm sorry.
I actually got one of those universal remotes 2 years ago and then just said, fuck it. So now I have those 3 remotes. Every time, shift this switch to source.
Right.
Source, switch over to this. Now use bizarre Xbox controller for clicking through.
Harmony, one touch, watch TV. It works.
Yeah, until you
play Xbox. It works.
Until your battery dies or something happens.
Rechargeable
then you just
cradle,
forget
baby.
About it.
No.
One day I will put the 2 hours that is required to do that.
That's true. Setting it up is a pain in the ass.
I know that it's going to take a long time, so I think that's why I don't do it. You got other shit going on.
I think Ryan's dried up now. So talking all this tech talk, I'm in.
She's flashing us in the eyes. And
She said she's bored. She's bored. She's got the black knife out.
The big one.
She's gonna cut us up and eat us. Cayenne tater tots.
That's the sound of us getting stabbed. Yep.
See, I like the wet kissy stabbing.
The blowjob stab.
Right. What is that? That doesn't sound like stabbing. Yeah, that's.
They gotta go slow though.
The kind of stabbing I like.
Oh.
All right.
And on that bombshell.
There is something that you guys should try, guys that are listening to this. I think it's impossible. I tried it for a good 10 minutes and I said I gave up. But I have a cuckoo clock and it swings like this, right? And somebody I was with was like, you should try masturbating to that speed, like an instrument. Could you, as a guy, masturbate just going
like a metronome?
Like real slow. And how long do you think it would take?
If I was just looking at the cuckoo clock,
No,
I don't know.
no.
Then I'd be like, man,
porn.
I don't want to have to imagine the cuckoo
You
clock.
could have porn, but you're not allowed to go any faster than
just as quick.
Really?
I don't know.
I don't know. That sounds pretty hot.
Try it. It was hard. You'll realize as a masturbator, you have to have faster and slower and stuff. If you do it at one speed, it's literally impossible.
Really?
You're overthinking it.
I tried it.
What about if you tighten the grip?
I had a good squeeze.
Now we know
All right,
Red
I'm
Band's
just
doing
saying.
great.
Try it.
Since we're talking about it.
All right. Then add this bonus. Do it while looking at yourself in the mirror.
That's the secondary cry bonus. Cry in a fetal position bonus.
I think I need to wrap this up. I'm just saying we're going places. Do you guys really want to go down this road?
All right, what do you want to talk about, Ryan?
Well, it's been an hour.
Really?
It has been an hour.
It's been 59 minutes.
We've still got a minute left, and you gotta tell us to talk about something.
Or show us your boob.
Boob? Show us
I'm not allowed to
the
show
boob.
you guys boobs. I can get like almost there, but not quite.
Yeah.
Fake outs.
She's totally pushing them together, guys.
So when I think about
No, she's just looking at us
my
flatline.
favorite term for titty fucking is mermaid style. Because how else would you do a mermaid? Seriously, bro.
Wow.
Is it terrible that I just think of a Futurama episode when you say that? That's how nerdy my brain works. You guys are all talking about like sexual things. I'm like, oh, I think that's a Futurama episode actually. Yeah, when Fry tries to impregnate the.
I thought of fucking mermaids.
I like it.
Right in the fish. Right in the fish.
So
Right in the fish.
Right in the fish.
I'm probably not allowed to talk about this. So working on Tattoo Nightmare, all I do is look at bad tattoos all day. And this guy had this amazing merman tattoo, and the merman had like a giant erection because like his fish scales like started under his penis. And
Was that what he asked for specifically?
And he wants to get it covered up because he's just not that gay. Like he's gay, but he just doesn't want to be that flamboyant
It's
anymore.
too gay for him.
Too gay.
That's awesome.
But the thing is I keep getting that story. I've got like 3 like it's a gay tattoo, and I'm gay, but I'm just not that gay.
Wow.
My tattoo is like gayer than I am.
Does he just want a flaccid cock instead of an erect penis? He's like, can you make the merman, but just with like a rainbow, like loose cock hanging out? So-
I would just be like, can you tattoo more blood cells on me, please?
That's horrible.
So is this guy on your show? Did he make it?
I don't know. I get to see the stories. I probably should not have said anything, but please send me stories because it'd be amazing. And also tweet at me at Ryan Keely. Oh, I do want to talk about something. So I love doing Muff Said. It's so much joy into my heart. I get to bring like the coolest people I know into one room and drink amazing beers with them. But the one thing that Muff Said doesn't have is that it doesn't have the long distance romance, you know, and there's some people that I would love to have on the show.
The LDR.
That are never going to be on. But this Saturday, I'm starting with Spreecast, and we're going to do a interview with Ben Templesmith, as in at Templesmith, and I cannot wait. So follow my Twitter, and I'll tweet that link later in the week. So I'm going to have a little LDR on the side. I'm sorry.
You know we do video calls here. We do it on a lot of our shows.
Little Skype
our
action.
Skype video.
Some little video, sexy video action.
Right. It's
Yeah.
really easy to do.
I like it.
But I just want to have this Saturday morning, you know, and I'm just like waking up and I'm like, hey there, stranger.
Mm.
Yeah.
Chugging that giant coffee, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I chug giant coffee.
That's what she does in the morning. That's what she told
yeah.
me. She was like, in the morning, I get this giant kind of weird plasticky moldy thing that's filled with a jug of coffee. It's like 4 gallons, and then I just like lift it up and start drinking it
Right.
until it's completely gone.
And last night's man's dripping down my leg while I drink it.
Your guys' Friday nights are a lot weirder than my Saturday mornings. I'm just saying. Like, I've never had a Friday night that's led to that Saturday morning.
Whatever. You probably have a poached egg in you right now.
4 gallons of coffee in the morning.
4 gallons.
Yeah. In a weird kind of strange plastic.
I think that's what, like, there's that dude that drank too many Red Bulls every day and he went into a coma. I think that was
I
what
heard somebody
happened.
died drinking Red Bulls. Is that
I'm
true?
sure that's true.
Oh, that's true. That happens
totally.
all the time.
And Four
Straight up
Locos.
died.
Yeah, that happens all the time. Your
Locos
heart
delicious.
speeds your heart up. Your heart freaks out. Of course,
Kids these days.
Man, those Red Bull people.
Yeah.
I went to the hospital from drinking an energy drink. It was a Mountain Dew energy drink, 32 ounce.
Did I just try to wrap up the show and get out of it? Is that
did.
what happened right there?
She totally tried to wrap it up, guys. I was here. I saw her do it.
All right.
All right, fine. Take another 10 minutes. Just do whatever you want.
Oh, I hear.
Oh, no, we are wrapping it up. What's going on?
It's the dubstep white
G.I.
stripes.
Joe.
Whoop,
I
whoop,
thought you were
whoop,
wrapping
whoop.
it up.
Are we
help
wrapping
you.
it?
Okay.
I always
Wrap it up.
Listen.
I'll take it. Remember that dumb song? Wrap it up. I'll take
All right.
it.
My name is at Ryan Keely. Thank you for listening to my podcast again.
Ryan Keely. in the house. That's the song
on the Twitter,
for today.
At Ryan Keely, RyanKeely. I want to throw it over to my amazing guest, Jon Schnepp. How do people give you money and support you?
Wait, I'm going to sing the Ryan Keely song first. Ryan Keely, she's in the house and she's saying stuff on the mic. That's the song for today. Go to Kickstarter. Go to The Death of Superman Lives. What happened? And contribute some money. $25 gets you a digital download. $40 gets you a Blu-ray. There's it's like rewards. If you give me money to help make this documentary,
it'll be the best documentary
then
ever.
I'm going to give you some really cool stuff, like a weird Superman Lives poster done in a Drew Struzan kind of style. It's all these like recreations. I'm going to try to actually make scenes from the scripts and recreate them and shoot them like how they would have been shot with miniatures and special effects and actors. So I'm really excited about it. I've got a big announcement this Friday. I don't want to bust it off.
But where can people go to listen to your big announcement on Friday?
Tomorrow on Kickstarter, I'm going to be announcing. I just talked to a guy who does musical scores for.
Hey,
Battlestar Galactica and The Walking Dead, and he's very interested and agreed to do the score for the musical score for the Superman Lives documentary, the theme song.
Nipples on stuff.
And I also got confirmation on another one of the writers from the Superman Lives script that he's going to be interviewed, and I'm waiting to hear from another one. So I'm not going to name names, but you guys can figure it out.
And the greatest Kickstarter reward on this Kickstarter is the fact that you get a fucking documentary about a Superman movie that was going to be made by Tim Burton.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Starring
Nicolas Cage.
With a rainbow costume.
Written by Kevin Smith.
Yep. And Wesley Strick.
Yeah,
I
don't just put my nipples on something. Now I want to put my butthole on something.
Come here, Ryan. Come here and sit on Daddy's lap.
That is not a Kickstarter. That's not a Kickstarter reward.
Ryan Keely reward is right now. It's not on the Kickstarter. It is. Here's another Ryan Keely song.
Ryan Keely, she's on the mic. Ryan Keely, she's like does stuff really tight. Ryan Keely gonna rap all night. Ryan Keely in the house.
How's that? That's extra farty dubstep Rappo. That's the artist Rappo. He's got an album coming out on Fuckstain Records.
Yeah, a little Rappo.
Yeah, Rappo, the fucking asshole clown rapper.
Hey everybody, my name is Rappo, and I'm gonna sing all night and rap some stuff for you. I'm Rappo the clown, and fuck you please too. Fucking Rappo.
Robot Pants.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
Robot Pants on Twitter. Still can't talk about our super awesome top secret project we're working on.
But what are you reading and watching and playing
Oh
right now?
shit! I'm still watching The West Wing because you know that. Playing a lot of.
Have you finished House of Cards yet?
I haven't even. I'm not going to try and watch West Wing and House of Cards at the same time. I mean, that's just
Your
too much
penis will
politics.
explode.
Literally, it'll explode. Playing a couple games on the iPhone right now. Pixel People's good. Tentacles is good. Starry Nuts, great little snood ripoff. That's great. I'm not playing too many other games. I'm busy. I'm working on some stuff that I just can't talk about.
But they should follow you at Robot Pants.
Follow me at
Twitter.
Robot Pants. Follow Rad Nerd as well.
Yeah, what's up, Orion?
We're gonna be doing some cool stuff at Rad Nerd soon. It's gonna be some sexy nerd content.
Ooh. Giggity.
Mm-hmm. It's like Top Gear for nerds. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what.
Hey, who likes Sons of Anarchy? Have you guys watched?
I really
yet?
like that show.
I've never seen it.
I just started watching it with my girlfriend Holly like 3 weeks ago, and we powered through all 5. We're like on the 5th season.
That's
We're
such
like,
a good show.
It's incredible.
Yep.
I can't recommend it. And it took me all these years, like 6 years. So I was like, nah, I don't feel that's not my kind of thing. I'm not going to watch it. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe what I've been missing. It's so good. And you have been talking about movies, a TV series that you want to watch. Watch the first season, and then you're going to be freaked
I'm
out.
gonna go home and watch Existence.
Watch that too. Watch that too. Yeah, seriously.
I'm gonna let Ryan put her butthole on my dick and watch that movie with her.
Bam!
I don't want your ingrown hairs.
Oh.
I'm going to hang out with Quado from the original Total Recall.
The best one.
Quaid.
What was he like? Come with me,
Quaid. Follow the alien.
He had some weird phrase that he kept saying. Let me into your mind.
Yeah.
Open your mind.
And his little T-Rex arms. He was like, come into my.
That's right. Open, and then his head just gets shot off violently by Benny, the fucking weird alien.
Yeah,
Look, I'm one of you guys. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Well, when you see it again later tonight, you guys are going to remember me doing this. Hey, look, I'm one of you guys. And you're going to be like, oh, shit, he was Benny.
The cab driver.
Just this weird movement. Like, look, motherfucker, I'm one of you guys.
The cab driver. That was the reveal.
But now when you see it, you're going to be like, oh, that's what John was doing. And you're going to know what that is. And you're going to be freaked out. What? There you go. Now she's doing Quado.
And on that bombshell.
That's right. Super exciting bombshell. Quado knows all.
Muff said.
Muff said.
Muff said.
Muff said.